Welcome back to the Operation Freedom YouTube channel. What we do here is shine the light of truth on the deep state. They hate that. We do it figuratively with our presentations. We do it literally with our sponsor's product, PatriotLegacy.com. PatriotLegacy.com, featured product of theirs, the Patriot Beacon. 6 overall lighting functions. In addition, solar powered, don't need batteries. You can charge your other devices like your phone from it. In addition, you got a compass, you got a window breaking hammer, and you got a seatbelt cutter. Plus, if those deep state dweebs get just a little bit too close to you, blast them with this. They're gone. Go to patrioticlegacy.com, patrioticlegacy.com. Get yourself, your kids, your grandkids, your car. Can carry it with you anytime. patrioticlegacy.com, the Patriot Beacon. Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Janda. Welcome back to Operation Freedom Briefings. The goal of these briefings and my weekly radio show is to provide you information the bought-off lamestream fake media will not touch. On the radio show, you can join us every Sunday from 2 to 5 Eastern. You can stream it live. It's free at davejanda.com. Great guests, great content, great analysis. This past week, at the direction of the subscribers, I released the last segment which was on that show. If you happen to miss it, is with Barbara Flynn Redgate, the sister of General Michael Flynn. I assure you the information that Barbara presented will not be touched by the bought-off lamestream fake media. We uploaded that information yesterday, Monday, January 20th. I hope you take the chance to listen to it. We also had a very insightful interview with General Tom McInerney, who tied the whole ball of wax, but the fake Russian hoax, the fake Ukrainian hoax, this impeachment goat rodeo hoax, all into a bundle about how it's all related. And all comes back to something that we discussed on this platform several years ago. The Obama administration, along with Brennan and Clapper, Brennan the director of the CIA at the time, Clapper the director of national intelligence at the time, was involved in illegal surveillance. Not just through the NSA platform. Yes, it existed on the NSA platform, the illegal surveillance, but there was a far more sinister illegal surveillance occurring. Through the CIA, through the FBI, through the Department of Defense, through what's called parallel platforms. Parallel platforms are platforms where there's no recording of someone looking for information. And the fake Russian hoax was launched to divert people's attention from the illegal activity that occurred by Barack Obama, John Brennan, James Clapper, just to name a few. And that morphed into the Ukraine hoax, and that morphed into this impeachment hoax. It's all related. General McInerney dissected that. That's the kind of information you get in our platform. Information the lamestream media will not touch. Let's also touch on some other information as it relates to Soleimani. The title of today's presentation is Obama Gave Soleimani Amnesty. What? Rachel Maddow hasn't spoken about that. Anderson Cooper haven't even heard that on Fox. Of course you haven't. They don't want you to know about it. And I'm going to lay it all out for you. Now, I've taken heat from people, some people, for speaking about the extinguishing event of Soleimani as being a step in the process for peace. I stand behind that. I came out and I did a video. Go look in our archives about how the Soleimani takeout would eventually lead to Iran coming to the negotiating table and backing off. I still believe that's the case. I believe there were many people who breathed a sigh of relief with the death of Soleimani. Many people, actually, that are based in Iran. Soleimani wore the hat of the general in charge of the Quds Force of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in Iran. But the bigger hat he wore was Director of Terrorist Operations for the deep state. Death, destruction, and chaos. That's what that man was about. I believe he couldn't even spell the word peace, let alone try to initiate it. Soleimani killed thousands, many, many thousands of individuals across the world. Not just in Iraq, not just in Iran, not just in the Middle East. He was prolific. And our world is a better place with him evaporated. Jim Heft wrote an article. Revealed former Al-Quds leader Soleimani planned and financed terrorist attack on U.S. Benghazi consulate, resulting in 4 dead Americans. Soleimani was responsible for hundreds of American deaths in the region. General Qassem Soleimani planned and financed the attacks on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya. According to author Ken Timmerman, reported in the New York Post, Soleimani has orchestrated attacks in everywhere from Lebanon to Thailand. The U.S. Department of Justice accuses him of trying to hire a Mexican drug cartel to blow up the Saudi ambassador to the United States while he was in Washington, D.C. My sources, meanwhile, say Soleimani was involved in an even more direct attack on the United States, the killing of Ambassador Christopher Stevens. This was actually also put forward by investigative journalists Mary Fanning and Alan Jones several years ago. They reported and outlined Soleimani's involvement in Benghazi and the fact that he was on the ground and led the forces that attacked our consulate. Why would he do that? Because the bigger hat he wore was for the deep state. And the deep state wanted Gaddafi gone, and they wanted the arms run into their tentacle, ISIS, in Syria. Because that's what was happening. Benghazi was a weapons-running operation overseen by the deep state puppets Obama and Hillary Clinton, with Stevens as their point man, running weapons, first to Al-Qaeda, to knock off Gaddafi, so that his resources and the country could be plundered by the deep state. And then Stevens was responsible for reversing those flow of arms, funneling them into Turkey, then into Syria, to be utilized by that wonderful, just community-based organization, ISIS. Yeah, Obama was always stated he was a community organizer. Well, okay, the community he organized in Syria was, ISIS. And there was one guy who had the guts to come forward and talk about it in a congressional hearing. That was General Michael Flynn. And you wonder why he has been targeted by the deep state? That's one reason. We have had a series of interviews on this platform with whistleblowers about Benghazi, about what it was all about. Charles Woods, the father of Ty Woods, who died in Benghazi, fighting Soleimani's terror group. We've had whistleblowers, Nick and Josh, come forward on this platform and discuss the fact that there was plenty of intel that an attack was going to happen. They were actually following Soleimani's people beforehand. It wasn't a video like Hillary and Obama were talking about. That's BS. That was smoke to get you off the track. That was puffed up by the bought-off lamestream fake media. And then when the attack occurred, they knew the attack was occurring. They called for help. And the stand-down orders were issued through the Obama administration. And then they were told not to follow the terrorists where they were going. It's sick. And who protected him the whole time? Yeah, Obama and Clinton. Listen to those interviews. Go in our archives right here on YouTube. I released them from our subscription platform to you, free. They're all there. Listen to it. The night Soleimani got evaporated, I sent a note to Charles Woods and to whistleblowers Nick and Josh. I believe what happened tonight in Iraq was a direct result of your efforts in bringing the truth forward on Benghazi. Soleimani is dead tonight because of your courage. Ty and Glenn, Ty Woods and Glenn Doherty, who died and who were fighting Soleimani when they died in Benghazi. Ty and Glenn just sent their message to the world. It is a safer, happier new year already. Charles Woods responded, Dear Dave, you are absolutely right. Because of your interview, Nick, Josh, and the other whistleblowers were able to come together. If you would like, you can share the following text with anybody and everybody. As the father of Navy SEAL Ty Woods, who was killed in Benghazi, Libya, I would like to personally thank President Trump for his clear and decisive action to rescue the Americans under attack at our U.S. Embassy in Baghdad. If Donald Trump had been president on September 11, 2012, instead of Obama or Mrs. Clinton, my son Ty would be alive today. Respectfully, Charles Woods, father of Navy SEAL Ty Woods.